Hello and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Scorpio, okay? So this is for any planet or star you have in your chart under Scorpio. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a crosswatcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a crosswatcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now I will be mentioning the decks I use, and if I don't, they will be in the description box below. Alright, so yes, with that being said, let's get into your cards, my Scorpios, my Scorpios, but I'm also a Scorpio moon myself, so I mean, like, hello. So please, angels and guides, anyone, Queen of Cups, Queen of Summer popped out. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good, and Three of Winter. But that was in the reverse. They want to come out and play. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good, who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share. And you got the Six of Winter, moving from choppy to calmer waters. Yeah. Okay. With the Nine of Autumn at the bottom of the deck. I'll take that too. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward. Princess of Spring want to come out. Please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share. And you got the King of Summer with the Four of Summer, pointing towards the right. Interesting. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share. And you got the Justice card, Libra energy. Justice. Now, next. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect. Ace of Spring. Ace of Spring with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. It's going to be interesting. Now, this was the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. Now I'm using the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle to clarify. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and clarify why the Six of Winter and the Nine of Autumn are both here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpies, please come forward and share. And the first card is, oh, that gnome, as well as Topsy Turvets and Arbol Parrot, as well as the Bright Mother and He of the Fairy Sword. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and clarify why the King of Summer is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and clarify the King of Summer in the upright. And you have the Friends with the Pook at the bottom of the deck, followed by the List of the Shadows, followed by the Singer of Transfiguration, followed by Lattice Moon's Daughter. Alright, so next, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why the Justice card is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why the Justice card is here in the upright. Please. And you got the Journeyman. Journeyman with Iris of the Rainbow at the bottom of the deck, followed by Nellis the Alchemist. Nice. So now for the last set you have the Ace of Spring and the High Priestess. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why the Ace of Spring and the High Priestess are both here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios. And you got the Piper, that Piper, with the Laum at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Singer of Connection, followed by the Glenkinner, followed by Gotcha, followed by the Master Maker. Okie dokie. Into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Okay, so let us begin, shall we? My Scorpios, I'm a Scorpio moon myself, so this is gonna be awesome. Yeah, so first card is the Six of Winter, followed by the Nine of Autumn. Now, what I'm getting is that you will move from choppy waters to calmer waters. So something happened previously that was a little choppy, but now you're moving to calmer waters. It's gonna be more relaxed, more chill, and you're gonna feel more comfortable, and that will allow you to be able to tap into the Nine of Autumn energy. Now, the Nine of Autumn, okay, talks of reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Now, so I know for me, in my case, this would be reward yourself for all your hard work. 'Cause, I don't know, that's just what's jumping up to me. Also, being happily and successfully self-employed. And, well, I do cherish my time alone, but I also do like to be surrounded by people and to interact with them all. So, well, this is good for anyone who's been in a sticky wicket, as they would say. You're moving into calmer waters, where there will be material abundance, I feel. Okay? And the reason for that is because you broke a pattern or a habit, which is never easy, but totally worth it. Then that you broke that habit because you changed your viewpoint on a specific subject or topic. So it was very good. And you were also able to communicate to yourself why this change was important. Now, I know that's the case for me. Now, the next card is the Bright Mother. Now, the Bright Mother talks of nurturing, creativity, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. Now, I know that is very poignant in my case because I needed to be very nurturing, very understanding, and very productive and sheltering in regards to me and where I am situated to other people at this moment in time. It's not easy when you have been used to doing something one way for a very long time, and now you're like, okay, now we're going to completely shift our perspective and do it this other way. It takes a time and it takes a toll. Next, you have He of the Fairy Sword. Now, He of the Fairy Sword, okay, talks of active principle, spiritual will, justice, protection. And so, with you taking care of yourself and understanding that in this process, in this change, you absolutely, positively need to think of yourself and need to take care of yourself. Because if you don't, then no one else will. Okay? Now, the next two cards that you got are the King of Summer as well as the Four of Cups. Okay, pointing towards the right. Now, the King of Summer is a very honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted individual. This is water energy. It says, a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. So it's one or the other. You are attracting one or the other into your reality, for sure. Though King of Four of Summer. Though I feel like for a little bit of time, you might have a little difficulty noticing this, noticing that it's exactly what you want, right? It is. Or it's something that is pretty close to what you want because you are being distracted and failing to see magical opportunity. Taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. Yeah, pointing towards the right. Now, I can definitely connect with that because I have this slight obsession. Can I call it an obsession? It's like a crush, more like anything else. It's a slight crush on Tom Hiddleston. I really appreciate that man. He does amazing work, and I love it. Right. I would love to have a conversation with him. That will be an amazing conversation. We're both air signs. I mean, I've got like water. I have a lot of water in my chart, but I mean, I'm a Libra sun, so I love conversation. I do. So I'm just anticipating the amazing conversation we'd have, if ever we have a conversation. I'm pretty sure we will. But in any case, that is besides the point. Now, the cards clarifying that is that you have the Friends card. Now, the Friends card talks of friendship, aid, support. Now, I know that in my case, when I mentioned that I feel like I'm attracting Tom Hiddleston into my reality, doesn't necessarily mean that we're gonna, like date or anything. I just conversational wise have a conversation, make that wise. I kind of got the Oh, no, I don't think that. You probably aren't. You're just imagining things and stuff like that. Or people rolling their eyes like, oh my god, I can't believe. How can you think that? That I got that type of energy. Maybe that's not what they actually wanted to say, but that's what they were emanating, and it kind of pissed me off, so I actually don't talk of this any longer to most. I think I spoke about it once, and that's why they're like, please, you wish, and I'm like, okay, I can no longer talk to these people about it. So I stopped. Now, next card is the Pook. Okay. Now, the Pook talks of shape changer, good and bad and good, paradox, resolution. It's being able to see the good in the bad and the bad in the good. It's being able to resolve an issue and see the paradox within everything. And is being able to come out on top, right? At least for yourself. It's basically being able to adapt to any situation that you find yourself in front of. Now, the next card is the List of the Shadows. Now, List talks of healing the shadow, addiction, bondage, self-esteem. So, you've worked on yourself enough to know that what you are attracting is actually coming. Now this, I mentioned Tom, but you might be something completely different. So, but whatever it is, I feel like there's a underlying thread that people don't believe you when you say that you're attracting this into your reality. Play around with it and stick it where it fits in your reality, but I feel like you have lost, like, you don't feel like sharing it with your friends anymore because they're kind of like they suck out the joy and everything. So they're like, you know what, until I don't actually have the physical proof that this is what I'm attracting, I won't say shit to anybody. So that's what it is. You're gaining self-esteem because you are keeping these things to yourself. Right? You're becoming wiser with what you share. Right? Next, you have the Singer of Transfiguration. Now, the Singer of Transfiguration talks of transcendence, metamorphosis, and transformation. So, because you believe in what you think and what you know, alright, it is becoming more and more evident that you yourself are transforming in the process of attracting what it is you want, because you are getting on a different, you are elevating your vibrational frequency to something better, right? To a higher energy. Now the next card is Lattice Moon's Daughter. Now, Lattice Moon's Daughter talks of light cast and shadow, spiritual guidance, illumination, riddles. So I think you are making sense of the riddle that is life, that is you becoming awakening up to your abilities and waking up to the fact that, you know what, other people don't need to understand what I'm going through because I know what I'm going through, and that's that. Now, I know that this might seem... because this is very personal to my situation. I'm seeing these cards and that's how I'm reading them. So if this does not apply to you, well, I hope it does, because it's amazing. It's an amazing reading. But just take it how it applies, okay? Now, the next card is the Justice card, which is a Libra card, which I am. I'm a Libra sun. I think I mentioned that. So this card says, take the time to review the details carefully, like you would in a court case, right? I had to take on a lawyer at some point, and by golly, they went through a lot of information in a short amount of time, and they went through all my files, all of them, and they pulled out the important information. They did. So that was something. Okay, so it says, you will win in the end. Fair and objective decision. Now, clarifying that are the journeyman. So, whatever it is that you are working towards, or whatever it is that you are aware of, or that you know of, okay, is you are definitely moving towards it, right? Because the journeyman talks of adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. So you are moving towards whatever it is that you are seemingly telling people you're attracting. Okay? And a way for you to attract what it is you want is to continuously think of it. But be very, 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 very careful that you think of it with the right intent. As in, when you think of it, think happy thoughts. Think of it in the right perspective. Because if you think of it and feel like shit, you will not attract it. You will actually keep it away from yourself. But if you think of it and feel great, amazing, wow, it's on the verge of coming, that is a sign that it is actually on its way. So that it can be taken in both ways. I'm going to just write this. That can be understood in the way that it's a sign that what you want is coming, or it's a sign that what you want is far away from you, or that is a sign that if you like reframe your mind and you think the right thoughts and you do that long enough, you will put yourself in the right frequency to attract what it is you want. Because that is basically what the law of attraction is, right? Putting yourself in the right frequency to attract what it is you want. So if you from the start are in the right frequency, you will ultimately always attract what it is you want. All the time. It takes some getting used to, but it is totally doable. Okay? So, law of attraction. Feeling good. Feeling good. Alright, next you have Iris of the Rainbow. Now, Iris of the Rainbow talks of hope, promise for the future. Right? To you, now, if you are... So if you're just starting, this is a hope that you're maintaining, and it's a promise for the future that you would like to have. For those for whom this is, you are in this state of mind that you already are happy, okay? This is totally coming in because it's a promise for the future. You know it's coming. It's on its way. Right? Yes. And if you are anything like me, it might have taken some time to come, but you'll know that when it does come, it's going to be the right time for you. Specifically, the right time for you. And that is because of Nellis the Alchemist's energy. Because Nellis talks of inner transformation, irrevocable change. What did I just say? I just said that you putting yourself in the right frequency, you putting yourself in the right attitude, you putting yourself in the right frame of mind. Frequency, attitude, frequency, attitude. Because you have shifted something within yourself, mainly in regards to manifestation, or to your manifestation. That allowed you to get into new frequency, which will in turn allow you to attract what it is you want much quicker. Okay, now for the last set, okay, we have the Ace of Spring and the High Priestess. Wow, I was completely thinking that this reading was going to go a different direction, but I'm like, yay! Now, okay, so when I say I'm like, yay, because I'm happy that I'm picking up on this information. Now, so the Ace of Spring, okay, talks of it's time to take action, be fearless, and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. So it's basically you have shifted the way you are thinking about what it is that you are attracting, and due to that, it's going to feel like a new beginning of how you attract what it is you want. Yeah. Okay. Making space. Whole new way of attracting what it is you want, due to the fact that you or someone you're dealing with is tapping into their intuition much better at this point. Okay? And part of your intuition is knowing how to read your body, knowing how to understand the little cues, the little hints that your body is sending your way. Alright? Now, the card's clarifying that. Alright? R, the Piper. Now, the Piper talks of music, order, harmony, seduction, and empathy. So you are completely seduced by what it is that you are trying to attract. Right? You are happy and you know it. Clap your hands. Now, the beginning of this reading, what I thought was, alright, so then I might not be attracting Tom Hiddleston, which is I was expecting that, but I'm like, well, something I heard earlier today made me think of, hey, maybe that is the reason why. Maybe my obsession with Tom is the reason why I'm not attracting love into my life much faster. So I'm like, okay, so if I let go of that, then that will come in much quicker. Yes! It has a very weird way of popping up and making sense at times. Right? Yes. So, I still want to have a conversation with Tom. It doesn't have to necessarily be my lover. You know? He's also 6'2", I'm 5'4". So I'll be like, okay, height difference. Let's start out by being friends. We'll see where that goes. Now, so like I said, the Piper, well, you're seduced by this. You're seduced by this concept, by this idea, by this thing that you want to attract. Right? So you are setting it aside and you're like, you know what? I'm going to unconditionally give and receive for myself. You know, unconditionally give to myself and receive from myself. Receive what I am giving myself. I need to stop worrying about other things and start worrying about me. So I'm going to think about me first and foremost, okay? I feel like that's what it is. Next you have the Singer of Bravery. Or Singer of Courage, which talks of bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. Which, I mean, if you've been trying to do something one way for a very long time, it demands a lot, like a certain frame of mind to get yourself out of that frequency in order to attract what it is that you actually want. Okay? It's kind of scary. When you think about it, it's kind of scary. Like at the beginning of the reading when I said, oh, but this might be going the wrong way for me. This might mean that I will not attract Tom into my reality. And I was like, oh, no. But then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's scary, but you know what? Something even better is going to come because Tom is a busy man, right? And so he probably won't even have time for me. So you know what? This is the universe's way of putting the right things in right things on my path. So yes, which is great. So the next card is the Glencaner. Now the Glencaner talks of a lot of stuff. It talks of illusions, delusions, lust, projection. It also talks of clear sight. And just as I got clear sight by my little meditation on, not meditation, but my little pondering of what the meaning of the cards are, I feel like you will also gain some clear sight about what it is that you need to do next. So now this card is the gotcha card. Now this card might surprise you. For example, I was kind of surprised at how simple and how effortless what I needed to do was. You know, just change perceptions about my meeting with Tom, and actually how that is the reason why I seemingly cannot attract a partner into my life quicker, because I'm keeping it away while holding out for Tom, right? But like, I might probably never date Tom, so I'm like, why am I holding on to this again? So, well, to me it was a kind of a shock. It wasn't such a big shock, but it was still a shock. The next card is the Master Maker. Now the Master Maker talks of invention, craftsmanship, skill, magician, moral strength. So it's the fact that magically I was able to shift my mindset in 1 minute and then be like, oh, okay. So if he's keeping what I want away from me, then you know what? Bye. We can meet I can meet Tom and we can have an amazing conversation, but we don't have to like do anything else. You know, I would love to talk to him. So, you know, just shift the way you're viewing what it is that you are currently going through, and it will see, topsy-turvy. Now I was like, well, we could have had topsy-turvy here, but seeing as topsy-turvy came out there, I don't think that it would have been so useful. So, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Scorpios, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!